life, love, relationships.
Wait, we're gonna give away all our secrets?
Welcome to the Man Perspective
With Kane Man
and the Dawn. Today's topic here on the Man Perspective is, should the NCAA college kids who play sports get paid?
That's a good question.
Plus,
And
get millions off these guys. I
they
mean,
are.
your millions, they with endorsements and, contracts and, sponsors and shows that sponsors. These colleges make a lot of money.
Don't they even have video games where they use some of the players' actual names and
Got
likeness?
video games, yes, indeed, video games. And the thing about it is that college players are not allowed to get any endorsements. They're not allowed to get any sneaker deals. They're not even allowed to do commercials.
I got a big problem with that, right? Because the way I see it is this. If you're making money off me for my talent and ability, I'm owed some of that money, right? Because without my talent and ability, you would be making a percentage less.
But you know what there is to that
What?
is, right? We pay your scholarship.
I mean, that's all well and good. That's all well and good. But at the same time,
No, think about it now. Scholarship at your top Division I school, University of XYZ. I mean, you talking 60, 70, 80 grand a year.
yeah.
Plus, mind you, room and
Yeah.
board,
Hmm.
right? That's nothing to sneeze at. Books and everything. I mean, they going on full scholarships, mind you.
I just kind of think that now I'm not saying they should be paid like, an NBA player where they're making millions of dollars a year, right? But I mean, give them something.
Yeah, we giving you
No,
scholarship. That's what we giving you.
I mean, they should definitely be paid. Like, the way I kind of see it is this, like, yeah, they should be paying the scholarship. They should be paying the room and board. They should be paying for anything that player needs while in school. But what they also should be doing is giving them some kind of a salary on top of all that other stuff.
Not the white man's perspective.
Not the black man's perspective.
The man's perspective. Welcome to the man's perspective. Now, this is the thing, and it sounds good. Don't get me wrong. It sounds good, but I'm going to stop you there because if they put these college kids on a salary base, what does that say for even negotiating on a professional level?
They'll have some experience doing it already.
Yes and no, because if you get a good player, comes out of high school, right? Now he's in college and he's a real great player. He's been playing for first year, second year, third year. You know what I mean? And he's scoring all these points. Should we pay him that $1 million?
Not while in college.
Why not? He's worth it. He's bringing in, trust me, every one of those basketball players, football players, what have you, they're bringing in millions. They're filling up the receipts. They're getting the endorsements. People are advertising every time they have the NCAA championships and the Final Four, right? They're bringing in some bucks.
I kind of think the way it should work is a structured salary across the board, right? Because let's face it, if you're part of the NCAA, you got talent, right? And you have great ability. And
well, not all. I mean, some do.
I would say majority, right?
Somebody got to ride the bench.
Yeah. But I mean, make it like a base salary. Give them, say, like a first year, 60, 70 grand, right? Second year, 80, 90. Third year, 100. Maybe fourth year, 120, 130.
Life, love, and relationships.
What the hell?
Yeah, we need to talk about that. Let's talk about women. The Man Perspective.
With K-Man
and the Don. But wait a minute. But if we start doing that now, right? Then what does it say about college? Like, why would you even want to even graduate after that? I mean, if I'm remember, a college kid, freshman comes out of high school and you ready to give them 70, 80 grand, and you got people who graduate from college, don't make 70, 80 grand first year. You know what I mean? Then you telling me, okay, the second year you want to make well over 100 grand. Well, by the time he does his 4 years of playing basketball, man, he'd be damn near a millionaire if you really think about it.
Possibly.
Now what?
Well,
but then what does that say for the kid who goes through school on an academic scholarship, and when he graduate, his first job is not going to be that $80,000, $90,000 job? He lucky to be working at Walmart or something, you know what I mean? Because he ain't got the experience, right? So he'll probably work at Walmart just to get by. And then on top of that, he's gonna have well over $100,000 worth of student
There you go.
loans, right? Whereas this sports player, whether it's basketball or football, he's riding on a full scholarship, and they putting $100,000 in his pocket. So what's the incentive?
To choose your major wisely and do good in school. So when you are out in the real world, you get yourself a good job.
But I want to do that when they're paying me $100,000 to play my first or second year. I could take up toothpick matching for all I care, right? But what the hell? You paying me $100,000 to play the game, and then wait a minute, and then when I become a sophomore or a junior, you're gonna pay me even more.
The key, though, is it ends at some point, right? So you got to prepare well for after that point. Use it as a way of making sound decisions, weighing your options, making sure, yes, follow your passion, but also follow something that when you leave and you're out there in the real world, you have the skills to get the job that you want. Now, granted, yeah, there is that downside to it, right? So that's the flaw in my logic. Yes, if I'm playing in the NCAA and I'm a senior, I'm making $120, $130 a year, it's going to be a bit of a shock when I'm out of school my first year and can only get a job at $40, $50, $60,000. That's definitely the flaw in my logic there. I didn't think of that. So,
fellas, you want to know more about your girl?
Ladies, do you want to know what men are thinking about and why they think that way? Me too.
Tune in and learn on the man perspective
with K-Man
and the Don. I'll give you a better one, okay? Say he goes through that process, that player. First year makes 80, 90,000, second year 150,000, third year 200,000, fourth year he does well, right? They pay him, I don't know, 200, 300,000 or whatever, and he breaks a foot.
That could be a problem.
Now, one, he ain't got no NBA dream now because he's hurt. Okay, he's out for the season. Nobody's going to recruit him because, like I said, he's out for the season, right? And it's going to take him a long time to recuperate. Now, granted, he's already got $500,000. Do you think at that point he's going to want to work?
Wait, but $500,000
and get $50,000?
But $500,000 doesn't go that far, though.
Well, if some kids take good care, it could.
Well, yeah, but how many kids are going to take good care of that money? I mean, I know me back at that age. I wasn't doing anything good with it.
Well, no, and now, like even in the NBA now, they get a counselor. I don't know if you know, but I've been reading up that anytime they sign a player, right, into the NBA, they automatically get a workshop, a counselor to manage their money, show them how to manage their money. And of course, they got their agent that they have to pay. They have to have a certain amount of money in escrow in case they get hurt, things like that.
I didn't know that.
So yeah, they have to train them now because you can't just get a $50 million contract and blow it in the first year. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You have to take classes now on money management.
Interesting.
And the reason being is because, previous to that, a lot of people did blow their money. You know what I mean? They, young kid, man, and some of them didn't even graduate from high school. They just went straight into the NBA. Got 20, 30, $40 million, and all of a sudden, they broke. Didn't manage their money right. They was running out buying jewelry and a couple cars and, a few houses for their moms and this and that. And then next thing you know, they get hurt. And guess what? Now they ain't got that money coming in anymore.
Yeah.
Now they done. Their whole season's done.
I still think they should get something, even if it's flat rate, no matter what year you're in, $50,000, something like that. $20,000, something, right? It doesn't have to be a tiered level, but just something.
But then it'll just be a slap in the face because everybody would be, why do I gotta get 20 million? I'm first rate, player of the year, in high school, and now I'm coming in. You gonna give me $20,000? I'm the best of the best, right? So you gonna give him $20,000 a year just to play the game when he's first round draft pick?
I mean, they could always argue the fact that, well, you could do it for free or not play at all.
No, they do one better. They say, you know what? We're giving you a scholarship.
Yeah.
I mean, be happy
don't get me
with
wrong.
that.
That's a great deal because college is expensive. I don't know. I just kind of feel like they should get something more. I don't know.
They are. They getting a full scholarship. That's what you getting. Hey, hit us up at themanperspective@gmail.com and let us know what you think about whether or not NCAA players who play sports should get paid and get paid lovely on The Man Perspective. Now you heard our perspective. It's time to hear yours. Get at us at themanperspective@gmail.com.
Or use the hashtag #TheManPerspective.